Lots of love.
Now, Australians could be given the gift of freedom this Christmas. New research finding 80% vaccination is possible by then if pharmacies are allowed to help accelerate the rollout.
The CEO of the McKell Institute, Michael Buckland, joins us now in Sydney. Michael, thanks for your time this morning. Just talk us through your research. How much faster could pharmacies make the rollout?
Well, what we've tried to do is look at what's holding, regardless of all the issues today, what's holding back the vaccine rollout? And the answer is pretty clear. It's pharmacies. We do have almost 4,000 pharmacies that have been approved to deliver the vaccine. We have, as of a couple of weeks ago, 2.5 million doses coming into Australia every week. And so in the sort of positive lining to our research, there is a possibility that if we can utilise them all, we can get this done by Christmas.
They're very trusted too, pharmacists, aren't they? And the Prime Minister says pharmacists will have an increasing role in the coming months. Why can't that be sorted now, taking away the supply issue for the moment?
Well, according to the original roadmap, we should have had a couple thousand pharmacies delivering vaccines from early June.
Yeah.
And by now that would have meant 1 million extra doses. And you can just imagine what that would do. I mean, we could vaccinate all of southwest Sydney with 1 million doses, or possibly every removalist in Australia. What we've looked at is what needs to happen now. And the truth is, originally there were some supply issues, but they have been resolved. And so we're looking at, let's get it into arms, and the best way to do that is to get everyone on board. We have 4,000 pharmacists waiting. Let's get it to them.
Is it tricky, though, with Pfizer in, the temperature that you need to store it at? Is it not easier to go through GPs, through, say, regional areas in Australia, rather than through pharmacies?
Well, we know that the government's already exceeding the target on GPs, and that's a credit to GPs. There are more than 5,000 GPs delivering vaccines at the moment. But as of this morning, there are only about 100 pharmacies. So there's no question that GPs need to be involved in the rollout, but the question is, what's holding us back? And originally we were planned to have thousands of pharmacies on board by now, and instead we're hovering at around 100. That's what needs to be fixed.
Do you think you'll have any reticence amongst the community to have a vaccine of this publicity and magnitude done at a pharmacy?
Well, I think the whole thing is about choice, but pharmacists have been delivering vaccines, your flu vaccine, for years now. They have a relationship with the whole client base, with their community. And we know that young people especially prefer to get their vaccines from pharmacies, often because they don't have an established relationship with the GP. So this isn't just an issue now, it's an issue that's going to increase over time as we start to get younger people into the rollout.
Is indemnity an issue?
Sorry, what was that?
Is indemnity an issue?
I think that those things need to be worked out. Right now, the Pharmacy Programs Administrator has assessed 4,000 pharmacies as suitable to deliver the vaccine. So they're available to do it right now. As we get more vaccines on board, like Moderna, then the medical experts will need to provide that advice. But there's no reason why we can't get them on board. They've done it safely. Over in the US, something like 30% of their COVID vaccines were delivered through community pharmacies. We've left them as an afterthought.
And storage isn't an issue?
Well, storage can be an issue, but they've obviously got to resolve it. And 4,000 have been assessed as suitable, so they must have resolved those storage issues.
All right. Good stuff. Thanks for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.